I'm having a weird week. The other day I noticed if you watch all the Star Wars movies back to back in order and really pay close attention, you're a friggin' loser. Yeah, some of these are gonna be jokes. That's not one of them. So I actually live in Alaska, everybody. That's where I live. And live in Alaska. Somebody heard of it. And my family's freezing right now because I took the fireplace. What a jerk this guy is. Left his family. They should have just got one from here. I do live in Alaska, and you probably know a lot about comedy if you've been to comedy shows before, and you probably know the best comedians in the world. You know, they live in New York City, right? They live in Los Angeles. And I live in Alaska because I don't like competition. Yeah, you guys, I am killing it up there, man. It's ridiculous. I'm not trying to brag, but it's like me and a moose that makes faces. Like, that's all there is. Like, I'm owning it. Like, I don't know if they told you guys, but right now you guys are watching the #1 ranked comedian in Fairbanks, Alaska. Right now. That's what's happening. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. But there's always a reason people live in weird places. And I live there because I met a girl, you know, that happens sometimes. And I was performing at this comedy club up there. And it was a weird club. Like, there was no fireplace. And we just did it anyway. And so we went up there. And I met the owner of the bar. And he was like a real Alaskan guy. You know, like tough. Like, he had like a beard. And a lot of people in Alaska, they wear like a hatchet. Like on their belt. I don't know if you've been to Alaska, but when you're there, sometimes trees will just come right out at you. They'll just come attack you. I saw people wear the hatchet. You don't want that in the pocket. That'll take too much time. If the tree wants you, you know. And so he was like a tough-looking guy, and I was already intimidated by him. Then he started talking to this really, really attractive girl, you know. And then she walked away, and I go up to the owner, and I go, "Hey, man, who is that?" And he goes, "That's my daughter." And I go, cool. I was just asking who everybody was. And who is that? And who's that over there? Yeah. I'm not trying to get with anybody. This is just how I talk before the show. I'm warming up my voice. Please don't kill me with a hatchet. But she's much tougher than I am because she grew up in Alaska, you know, and I'm not like a tough guy. Like, even our parenting styles are different. Like, I'm more like I worry a lot. Like, I'm an over-worrier. And she's more like, let the kid make a mistake, and then they'll never do it again. You know, that type of parenting. Do you support that type of parenting? Well, like, the other day, there was a boiling pot of water on the stove. And my 3-year-old toddler started walking towards the water, and I freaked out. I was like, dude, stop right there. Hot water, no. And my wife goes, hey, let him touch it. If he touches it, he'll never do it again. And I go, yeah, I don't disagree with you. I think you're probably right that if he touches boiling water, he'll never do it again. But I feel like with my method, he'll still have like a face with skin. I'm sure you're right. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm sure you're right. I think the nub will be a reminder to him to not touch boiling water. We're both right. I'm just throwing out other ideas because I had trouble with girls, you know, and I had an intact face. And so just trying to help out our boy, you know. My wife's like pretty nuts, though. She'd be like, let him drown. He'll never do it again. You know what? I'm going to save him. I'm going to get him out of there. Because I'd rather have 3 children than just 2 really well-behaved children. I'm sure you're right. Again, I'm sure you're right. He probably won't drown again. Hey, did you know Dry Bar Comedy has their very own app? You can check it out, man. Download it right now. It'll take 2 seconds. You can watch, save, and share clips, and you can watch my entire special right there on the app.